back to World of Warcraft, Cataclysm, Classic Blind. Take a guess what we're doing here. It is the daily fishing quest again. Need to get more fishing levels here. And I get all the rewards here. Thunderfalls. That is just outside. Been there before. Get the violet perch.
See you around.
And the cooking quest. We get the sugar again.
See you around.
Okay. See if we can't get the sugar more quickly this time. Ultimately, we don't need to do the quests over and over. Well, we can.
Greetings.
Browse the goods. Got any sugar? I don't know if this one even can. It's like technically an inn. Less than the other ones, though. That's okay. Doorway. Let's full on over here. They're on the floors.
What are you looking for?
Browse goods. 2 sugar here. 7 silver's not bad. I can complain about that. Trade supplies?
Need help?
Nope. Here's something.
Light bless you.
Go to the spot. Got multiple spots. Multiple spots. Just need 4. It's easy enough. Especially for the reward that we get. And we do also still need at least a few more of the points, award things, in order to get
I supply only
the recipes we
finest
want.
goods.
There's one.
Light bless you. Well met.
How quickly they restock.
For the Alliance.
They could just be in random places. I don't know if there is competitiveness for the ones in the shops. There definitely is for the spawn ones. That's alright. Let's see here. There's a variety of stores and places you can get this from. Just need to look around. And it's easy to look around because we can fly around. Very convenient. Swords. Weapons. Armors. There is something back in here. Boots. Shields. Maybe not. Where's this? Yes, up here.
What can I do for you?
Browse goods. None right now.
With honor, friend.
Or none at all. There's also a pub/inn over in the mage area too. Maybe there's one there. Or just keep looking at the same places again. Swooping in, checking it out, hoping for the best. Not be able to fit with the giant dragon. There's something around. Okay. But I want to go turn in the fishing quest first, because reasons. We're going to be heading down to the falls first. Do some fishing. Could probably make a macro or something for actually switching directly to this, instead of having to open this up constantly. Could even put the fishing hat on the bar here, so we can use that. These are options. These guys here. Really? Thunderfalls. Technically. Equip the fishing set. Hat power. And go fishing. With our new fancy spooky fishing pole here. With increasing fishing power. Good stuff. There's 473 fishing. Progress. Making progress. And there's a fish already. Brilliant. Other time we were here, it took a little bit to get these 4 fish. I think we're doing alright this time. Maybe our fishing level's just slightly higher. That could help. Probably not. $474. Brilliant. It's working. It's definitely working. Okay. Just fishing. And the third one. Brilliant. Fishing's always a nice, relaxing thing to do. Very simple. And we're done. Now we'll fly back into town. Okay. If we check our quests here for cooking and fishing, this is going to give 9 gold and 55,000 XP. This is going to give 9 gold and 55,000 XP. So that is perfect. 9 gold, 55,000 XP. What more could you ask for? Well, depends how things are going, I suppose. We're in the water. That's fine. Hey.
Need help? Have a good one.
Able to find the falls? Yes. I went just south of Storm and fished some fish.
Safe travels.
60,000 XP.
Be careful.
That's a 85. Max level! Ta-da! Alright. Congratulations, you've reached level 85. We're done. We got it. The XP bar is no more. It does say 12 million XP on here. I don't think it goes to 86. We didn't get any XP in it. It's the theoretical XP required for the next level. That's not really a thing, though. We've got 12,500 additional hit points, talent point, strength, agility, stamina, spirit, bag of shiny things. There you go. And a fishing level. That's also nice. So now we're max level. Turning in quests will give more money instead.
Hey there. For the Alliance.
So turn in the sugar here for 51 gold. And then the Chef's Award. Has significantly more.
See you later.
And now the bar is actually gone. There you go. Cooking is 506.
What can I do for you?
We've got only 2 of these. We need 3 to get the 500 recipe we wanted. Guess we could actually buy them. Oh, we can't buy it because we don't have the. We could use it if we had the ones, but it'll be like tomorrow or something. Well, tomorrow. 2 days. Whatever. Found a dazzling sapphire pendant. The clasp is broken. Vendor for a gold. Auction for 125 gold. Doubtful. It's literally useless. It's a gray item. I don't know. I don't know what they want. Maybe somebody collects broken pendants. Wouldn't be the first time. Seems unlikely. See if it's actually on here. Sell this. No results. Yeah. Want to sell any of these? Not really. Not really worth it. What is worth it is going and getting our last ability and spending a last talent point. That's something.
All right.
Let's head over there. And this time we'll actually remember which building it's in. Moving things around. What a mess. Directly. Right in here. Okay. Walk in on the dragon. Or more of a drake. Well, with the 2 legs and all that.
Well met.
Warrior training. Heroic leap. Leap through the air towards a targeted location. Slamming down with a destructive force to deal 2,273 damage on all enemies within 8 yards. 40-yard range, which is pretty good. 25-yard range on intercept, so it's quite the leap there. 22 gold for that? Easily.
Be careful.
Okay. Let's get that on the bar here. Somewhere. Heroic Leap. On the movements section, I guess. Cost anything? Does not. Does have a 40-second cooldown though. So we can kind of leap through the air here. That is the maximum distance. Whee! I could speed up some movement. Just be 40 yards further ahead randomly. That's pretty cool. Big jump. Big fun. And then, talent point. To put something in. One more here. We'll just keep on putting more into this bleed in here. We got a bit of crit strike chance and all that. Do more damage for every crit. We also have Rampage, which increases our critical strike chance by 5%. That works with that. Finished. Learn it. Good enough, probably. It's definitely something. It's definitely something. What we're really missing out on is any actually good gear. We have a handful of blue items that we got while questing in Ashir, and an axe from the dungeon at the end. And that's it. We've literally done a singular zone. We're max level already. Totally ready to go take on some raids and heroic dungeons, right? Clearly. Nah, not really. Instead, we're gonna keep working on what we're working on here. And that is archaeology. We got quite a bit of progress here. Even extra levels bring us towards even more progress, since we collected more things than necessary out in Outland to finish things up there. So now we need to go to Northrend. Check the map here. We got multiple ones over in the Borean Tundra, which is just perfect. That'll work quite nicely. We don't even need to wait around or try to get on that boat. You can just teleport by talking to a guy here. We got a portal to teleport there.
Hey there.
Gotta teleport to here.
See you around.
Ships. Sometimes they exist. Alright. Let's see which ones are going to be out here. It looked like on the list of archaeology stuff that the Vrygel was going to be one of them. We'll see. Here's the first spot. Right outside of Alien's Keep. Right on the shore here. Worrying about new enemies hanging around. Again, slightly higher level, because we're moving to higher level zones constantly. Archaeology. See what kind of fragments we get, and even more concerningly, how many fragments are needed per artifact. Because the ones in Outland required more. Here's a Nerubian archaeology find. And we immediately get a Nerubian obelisk for bonus there. Brilliant. Okay, we'll do the 3 here, and then we will look at everything about that. So we got Nerubians. Interesting. So what kind of weird stuff they would have. You know, crazy insect spider guys. It's a whole mess. Underground, doing stuff. Still only finding the normal amount of fragments. That's okay. We can work with that. Lion! Over to the battlefield. Everyone's just fighting. We're just here. Digging stuff up. Everybody's constantly dying. We're just not worried about it in the slightest. It do be like that sometimes. Alright. That was our first section here completed. Nerubians, 45. So it looks like it's going to be about the same as these ones. So still slightly more than the original 4. Well, most of the time. Got down to like 30-ish. Maybe Fossil was always more. I don't know. Anyways, Nerubians. Base history here. And we'll look at that while we fly up towards Talarmas. Right there. The Nerubians are descended from an ancient race known as the Akir, roughly half of which migrated far to the north after continual warfare with the Trolls. There they founded a gigantic city-state below Northrend, the legendary Esjol Nerub. The rival of the Lich King was brutally hard on the wicked Nerubian race, with many of the spider-like creatures converted to the Scourge and others driven deep into hiding. Not a good time. Not a good time. Anyway. There's gonna be that. And then I think it's also the Vrykul. Which does leave us only 2 places for the Cataclysm stuff. So we'll see what that is going to entail. So far, from the small glimpses we've seen of the various Cataclysm locations, seems to not be much of a theme between them that would allow for only 2 sets of stuff. Or could continue previous ones too. I don't know. We will find out. So this way. We'll see if it's like gonna be. It's probably gonna be on ground level, I would think. Might be able to be inside here though, which would be awkward. Let's back this way. We try digging on top. Whole place is a sight here. Let's spread this way. Mysterious. Probably gonna need to fight some guys. Alright, we're on the ground floor again. Further this way. Boom, guys. That's this way. Maybe these are not facing the correct direction. More Nerubian stuff. Alright. Keep working with what we got here. Going over here. Now it's this way. It does go a little bit out into the snow here. So there's slightly more. Now it's facing this way. So some of the times these are not facing the correct direction at all. It's kind of wild. Now it's this way. Get there eventually. Could be something to do with the verticality changes. I don't know. 10 fragments though. Not gonna complain about that. Another red. Which could mean anything. Let's go at the top here. What does it tell us? Further this way. That's okay. Well, let's see. How about down here? Pretty close. Near this bone guy. There we go. Fragments found. Enough for the first Nerubian artifact. The gruesome heart box. Solve it. 5 levels. And immediately straight into a rare. Okay. The puzzle box of Yog Saran. Each of the fragments of this artifact emits a nonsense whisper that blends into a maddening susurrus as you accumulate more objects. You hope that you know what you're doing. Wild. Here's the rare ones. These exist again. I don't know. They're on the list sometimes. I don't know. Get information about this heart box here. There it is. Got a lot of lists here. This ornate box is covered with webs of gold and the skittering script of the Nerubians. Inside is a heart. Gray with age, but still very much alive. It beats slowly as if dormant. We're gonna sell this to some random vendor for 7 gold. Because of course we will. Okay. Looks like a whole bunch of the next ones are over here near Dalaran. I really think we have a teleport to Dalaran these days. We're just gonna head over there. Ruins of Shendaral. Oh, here's Winter Grasp. That's fine. It's probably fine. There's our village dig site, Huron dig site, and also another one over here at Galagron. Oh, that's gonna be a probably cool site for sure. We'll start over here. Sweeping around, flying around, at maximum speed, probably. Works for me. Bit elongated, this site here. See what we find. Find a Dryad that wants to fight. Got it. We'll take their stuff too. Further this way, as expected. They're kind of on the very edge of the whole place. These ruins are looking like different kinds of ruins. So we'll see what we get here. There is every possibility they could bring back the other sets. Did not find any of that out in Outland. That was in Outland, so it's a ways out there. And you really want to go for it, huh? Victory Rush. I'll take your money. Yes, they're getting higher level, they're getting more aggressive. Just slightly annoying. You too? Not too strong though. We can deal with that. Just gonna be a little bit more interrupting, unfortunately. It's just facing different directions. Night Elf. As kind of expected. And a High Elf Squirrel. Okay. Yeah, this was more of a Night Elf site, so that does make sense. So that means we will be able to possibly complete other sets of stuff out here too. That's very interesting. We'll see which sets are available. Not that we're really too worried about it. Whatever we do should still be able to get us levels. Oh wait. Fight me? Out here. Rude. Is that it? You did. I'll loot your stuff. And all your artifacts too. And plenty of scrolls here too. That's great. More money for me. Profitable. Quite profitable. Definitely more interested in, like, the rare stuff, though. Because that could be things of interest. And that's interesting. Yellow this way. They'll stay, they'll 79. It's very reasonably close to our level. But not reasonably close to actually being a problem. As we have 85,000 health. And just our damage and stats are at least pretty significantly higher than they were before. That's enough to finish this Night Elf rare that we've had for quite some time. And a pair of statues. Something. Solid. And that is... Summon a Fountain of Knowledge, 15-minute cooldown. New toy. Okay. See that? Summon a Fountain of Knowledge. Oh. Increase your... Oh, that was battle shout. That's all I did? I didn't make a note. Just a fountain of knowledge on top of us. Didn't really do much. Interesting, though. Only seen 5 of these still. Sure. Okay. Next spot, up in the Storm Peaks. Also, 400 archaeology. Not too shabby. Look at the levels here. We could technically leave and get the next rank of archaeology at 425. But then we would need 450 to actually do anything with it. So that's not really our main concern here. Probably just get to 450 out here. Let's see what that can do for us. 2 spots up here in Storm Peaks right now. Just right up in town here. We're gonna be getting attacked a lot. That's for sure. Right up here in town. Unless it pops up into our hidden form here and we don't get attacked. Is there time for that? It's one of these up here. Ah. How large is this? It's pretty much this way. Might be the next town over. Like through here. Either way, this is definitely going to be the Vrykul archaeology finds. Lovely stuff. And that means an opportunity for another new bonus item here to get more fragments. That's something. It's interesting to see which of these would be higher price. Depends on what people want to get more fragments from, I suppose. Mostly just go wherever you can, so. Depending on what part of the leveling process you're on. But also, everybody has to do the whole leveling process if they want to actually do archaeology. Because it's new, and we haven't had it the entire time to get all the earlier levels earlier. That's why we've been doing all this. Because it was new, we had to. Bunch of Vrykul artifacts. Right, that's this one. Start off directly with a rare, first try. The Vrykul Drinking Horn. A large, sturdy, silver chased and rune-carved horn. Very cool. Does mean we can't see the Vrykul base information here. Because that's not shown during the rare finds. And the other lore is not shown during the common finds. So, it's definitely something here. Head over to the next spot here. Looking at where we're going later. Got one over here, one over here, one over here. I suppose it might depend which direction this one respawns at. Right here near Gundrak, that could really be a troll spot. Helleborn, that's gonna be Vrykul, pretty sure. From here is Valkaron. This probably gonna be Vrykul too. All these places that we've been before. Pretty wild. Lots of reasons to visit. And dig everything up. That's okay. Eventually, we get into new spots. I am slightly concerned about how it's going to interact with the Cataclysm zones. Because they're not exactly all right next to each other or anything. They're just all over the place, really. Just makes things slightly more difficult. Preemptive attack. Got a relic of Oldwar. Yeah. I've used a few of those before. It's definitely something. Get all sorts of bits from just fighting stuff too. And nothing gives XP anymore. That's for max level. And unfortunately, in non-quest situations, we don't get the bonus gold either. That's just for that. So pretty much we just get less for this fight and stuff. Except for like higher level stuff that would actually drop useful things, like dungeons and stuff. That's alright. There's a fun pit. Always a good time over there. There is... There is the vertical rune stick for completing more of those. Brilliant. Let's see the map here. 3 things off to the east. That'll work. We'll head this way. Or towards Gundrak. Possibly if you had a whole bunch of people just all over the place, you could summon to dungeons or use mage portals or something. There's a variety of things. As a warrior, we don't have too many of those though. We hit things with stuff. That's okay. We're doing our best. Zolheb. The next spot. Right over here. 77 guys. Still really, really not threatening. Especially with how much health we have. My goodness. How much health these guys have? 11,000. The numbers are absolutely wild here. And they're gonna get more wild once we actually get level appropriate gear at some point. Continue working through all the different zones. We really could just skip straight to the last one, get all the best stuff, and then go quickly through the other ones. This was trolls, as expected. But if we do that, it's not the quote-unquote regular way through things. It'd be less exciting to do all the other zones with never being able to get a new upgrade at all. It's not like we're going to be putting in a whole bunch of enchants and gems into everything we get, most likely. It'll be fine to just go through things in order. Even show the levels on the zones. We can try to do our best in doing things in that order. That'll be easy enough. Also, if there's any story connections between the zones, doesn't seem too likely. The Bashir storyline was very self-contained and pretty straightforward too. Let's see if that holds true for the other ones. We did get trapped in various places and it's been a whole thing. Let's see if it's right here in the middle of the temple? No. Right. Something like that. There you go. A little bit more. Now it's this direction. Troll fragments. We're on troll. That's enough. Only needing 30 fragments definitely does help quite a bit. I should have Hirek. 4 or 5. I think we might have already had that one. Yep, we've done that one 3 times even. There is an achievement for getting more of the common finds, but they have to be unique, so that didn't help us with that. That's down to the Howling Fjord. Okay. Coming down right over the mountains. Down into Yellerborn. Bunch of guys here. But we will do our best to just get around them. Right where we need to be. Seems to be very, very much in enemy territories. A lot of these would be a bit too easy if you could just walk in everywhere. Gotta spice it up a little bit here.
Need more rage.
Here. You in the way. Preemptively find some guys. Very cool. Find another bonus. Lovely. And head this way. It's fairly lengthy here. Good sized area. It's bad facing this way, but there's also a decline here. Yeah, close. Closer, at least. Just walking towards situations here. I'm just gonna stand here. Everything's fine. Grab that. A runecaster was wise to not bother me. We are far stronger. Come. This way. Jump past these guys. Exact aggro range would definitely be a helpful thing to have. Make do. Okay. How are those? Stick. Reticle is at 72 out of 100. So we're getting there. This one's just down here. One in the middle here. Two of them on this side. Potentially, we could Hearthstone back to Stormwind, take the teleport to Valiant's Keep. If that looks like the fastest way to get to more locations here. Which is entirely possible. Quite the flight, otherwise. But then, of course, it is a 30-minute cooldown, so you need to be aware of that, obviously. Just flying straight through here. It's fine. Once we get knocked off the mount, then things is not fine. Things not fine at all. Cool. Hellgrind. Okay. Right here. What a mess of a place. What a mess. We're just over here. Plundering. Slaying apothecary. We're sliding down the hill here. Yeah, they got a whole plague going on. Concerning. Not gonna worry about it. Just gonna keep taking their stuff. 6 more. Would obviously like more than 6 fragments, but it is what it is. Look at all these guys. I'll fly over them. Hopefully it doesn't put me right directly in the middle of all that. It's yellow. Hey. Oh, he's dead. Wow, you guys have no health. Well, 69 guys, huh? Alright. How about... Good for remember we can do that. That's amazing. Just jumping around. Doing damage. Definitely did more damage than it said it was going to, but... Armor and all that, potentially. Unfortunately, on a... 40-second cooldown. So... That's okay. Can we... Nope. Our Fury refreshes only intercept. That would have been nice to have. That's okay. That's fine. Alright, next spot. We got 3 over on this side. 1 here. I think we go for the Stormwind. Because we still have quite a bit of time it's going to take us to be done before we want to teleport back to Stormwind again. Could even grab another thing here. I guess it really depends when and where it wants us to go. I think this should be in Northrend. In theory, at least. I'm going to go excavate the bank here for this quest item from the butler slash knight slash all that. In theory, has value. I'm more interested in the quest component. Don't know when slash if I'm going to use any of these things.
Have a good one.
Here is this, a battered hilt. Scratched and dented hilt once belonged to an ancient sword. I'm interested in a sword. What's this about? This battered old sword hilt has seen better days. Before the hilt was snapped from the blade, it must have been a magnificent example of a blacksmith's art. The graceful symbols and exotic gemstones decorating the hilt suggest that the weapon may have belonged to a powerful person. Surely, the Silver Covenant members will be interested in hearing about the recovery of such an artifact. See out their representative at Quel'Thalar's Rest, south of the Argent Tournament Grounds. Okay. Let's see how much this is on the auction house now. Just for curiosity's sake. I don't intend to sell it or anything. Got a few freebies. Not like we would have even known it was a thing. Where's this come from? I don't know. Probably from something. Still thousands and thousands. Must be a drop from something. Or a reward from something. Wild. Anyways. We'll do it. To the Argent Tournament Grounds. Interesting. That's gonna be up that way. Right. See if our path brings us that direction as we continue making our way to try to get this archaeology stuff. Back to here already. Already did one here at Tallermass. Here we are again. We will see. I'm gonna get more of the same fragments we did previously. That's kind of how this whole system works. I don't think the same site can have multiple different fragments. Doesn't seem to be that way. Guess we'll find out, won't we? I mean, it's not like we can really be concerned about it either way. We get what we get. We need to keep moving it around. Trying to go after a specific set of fragments would definitely be awkward. I don't know if it'd really be worth doing beyond just doing an entire area's worth. Because you would very quickly get to a situation where all of them are going to be stuck on the ones you didn't want. Then you have to travel anyways. Not that we would know which one we want to be hunting for specifically anyways. That's alright. Presumably the highest level areas, so like Cataclysm stuff. Got two right here. That's convenient. They literally touch. Awesome. Now that is good travel times. Guess we should be slightly careful to not go into the other area. We'd figure out easily enough if we messed up that. So then we would end up just getting the other set, a few fragments done. This big old hole here, my goodness. Further this way. Whole thing going on down here. Larger area here too. Dead mage. Hunter. Is it a mage that hunts, or a hunter of mages? Could be both. Some flying above us. into here or something. Find it eventually. Close by. Night elves. Yep, definitely more night elf stuff too out here. That does check out. Lots of ruins. Lots going on. Out on this side. Right, but this way. All the magic happening here. Neat. Hopefully it's not down in that hole. That'd be an awkward spot. A little bit. Beast here. They're pointing off the side of us here. Why don't you point that direction? It's like not directly in front of us and facing the correct way. It's the weird part. See, this one is facing this way, facing this way. It may even be... There's not even that much distance to go in that direction. I think they're just slightly misaligned. Like, yeah, it was over this way. That wasn't even close. Weird. That's enough for a night elf one, though. Chest of tiny glass animals. Solve it. Alright. Slightly to the north, we'll be look at our tiny animals. We could definitely use the system here to sort by stuff. Remarkably, you managed to find an entire menagerie of these elven glass animals in their original storage container. While some of the animals have understandably suffered cracks and chips, it's clear that the head of the stag has been deliberately severed. Initial T is carved on the bottom of the chest. Collector's item. 100 gold. Okay, sure. I mean, we got the whole set. That's worth quite a bit. Even with some broken pieces. 100 gold for just finding that. Wild. Just a common find of 100 gold. As they do. Each of these keeps on being more valuable. For the most part. You can still find cheaper things. Just got the chance to be able to get just 100 gold. It's pretty neat. These are just facing the wrong directions constantly. Wild goose chase here. In this mess of a forest. This way, that's alright. I'm past the blighted elk. And Nerubian stuff. Okay. Dig up some more. Also gets more people going around the entire world. Which is also a plus. Just seeing other players flying around doing archaeology. At least for a little bit. Until there's less reasons to go to the lower level zones again. At least it's something. Not too much value of going to lower level zones. It's definitely a system here. I wonder if there's any information we can glean from the incorrectly angled information here. It's facing this way. Was it actually this way? Because we were facing this direction. Looks like it's this way. It's just the red ones that seem to be sometimes completely wrong. Which is weird. You can definitely face backwards. I don't know what the problem really is there. Anyways. Looks like we will be getting up into Ice Crown here. If only slightly. We can make our way over and towards the tournament grounds here. For this business. Merchant Vanguard. Search Home. This is Fall. Tournament grounds. Back in Winter Grasp again. That's fine. This is definitely a spot here. Lots of different levels. Lots of guys. Yeah, we'll see. Could be up above too. Try down here first though. Is this way now, in theory. Could still be down here though. Or not. Got a cage. Alright. So here is a yellow distance. Going to leap further this way.
I can't do that.
Ah, that's some lag going here too, I think. My goodness. Anyways, that got us where we need to be for another rifle find. Once it registered. Okay. This way. That could also be part of why the angles and stuff aren't really working quite right. Lag. Could be. Connection problems. Something like that. Rifle find. And directly in the same place again. Brilliant. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's enough for the rare Varietal Drinking Horn completion. Do it. And directly into another rare. Niflvar Bearded Axe. This axe's blade is asymmetrical, with a long cutting edge. You suspect it might retain its magic if you could reassemble it. So we got an axe in here. Probably not going to be better than we currently have, but I'd like to get an axe. That sounds fun. This is a toy of the Varietal Drinking Horn. 1 second cooldown. Let us see that. Drink it. Oh, we got big. Got a little Varietal in you, huh? "10 minutes. We are slightly larger. Maybe also more Varietal-y. Check out our helmet. It makes us have a Varietal helmet. Okay. Helmet and height. Brilliant. That's a different helmet than we had before. And slightly different colors too. Might also just be because of where we are. Anyways, neat. Where are we going next? There's one down here. I kind of want to go over this way. See if we can get this quest technically started, really. That's okay. Well, here's the spot. Just south of the tournament grounds, like I said. Some guys here. And there's the sword. Is part of that? Could be. Hey.
How may I help?
What's he have there? Hilt.
Till next we meet.
Calidus takes the hilt from you and slowly turns it over in his hands. It seems familiar, somehow. As though I should know its origins. You say you recovered this in the Citadel? I did not. I purchased this. Somebody else purchased this and gave it to me. Most intriguing. There are few who possess the ability to make such a blade. Perhaps they can tell us something about your find.
Be careful.
What the dragons know. There's no mistaking it. This hilt comes from a powerful ancient weapon. But which one? Don't recall seeing or hearing of a sword with these markings. That doesn't mean that all is lost. Corielstrasse, better known as Crassus, has long been a friend to the Queldori and Kirintor. With his vast knowledge and resources, he's certain to know something. Travel to the top of Wormrest Temple and seek his counsel. Then report to Anachronist Tublin inside the Silver Enclave in Dalaran. Alright, Worm Rest and Dalaran.
Good luck, friend.
Very doable. It's really a great time to be doing this quest, traveling all over the place. Works for me. I'm gonna go in this way. Go to this one, and then Worm Rest, and then Dalaran. That'd be the best plan for now. I think we do try to continue this. The question is how long this quest is going to be. Even quest chain. There's a lot going on here. A lot of information. More lore about the sword along with all the lore from the archaeology stuff. Works for me. Works for me. Right back here again. Same place we were before. Only so many different spots, I suppose. We're getting there. More Reichel bits. Love it. Because currently that's going towards that axe or something. Well, that's nice. Alright. Looks good. Dungeon journal. Reichel find. I guess the things keep on giving levels here. Especially since the Night Elf was technically an earlier one. But now it's also a later one. What if it matters where you are? What finds you can find? That one didn't do quite as much damage. It's okay. Trust me. Got these things down here that might be worth actually selling too. That works. Got both of these over here, so I'll be fine to swing back around there. Head over to Wormrest Temple. Get more info on that hilt. Wonder what the dragons think of this Drake. It's kind of similar, kind of different. Anyways. Crassus. How you doing?
What brings you here?
Assault on the Sanctum. Nope. What do you know of ancient swords?
Be careful.
It's a separate thing here. You're too late, Eric Erickson. Another visitor from Dalaran came asking after information about the same prismatic dragon blades. From your description, I'm certain that the book I loaned our visitor could allow you to easily identify the weapon. I'm afraid you'll have to ask the... Well, perhaps Kalagos can help. Erickson, you have found the remains of a prismatic blade. As the officer, our visitor, sir, we should be helping these mortals in their quest for the sword. These blades, Crassus, they were made long ago when things were different. You believe our allies will not be able to control the power of the swords? Our enemies once turned our strongest weapon against us. Makes you think the prismatic blades will be any different. Mortal champions have long used these weapons to combat evil. I see no reason to keep the swords from them in this battle. As you wish, my queen. I will not stand in their way, but I will keep a close watch. As will we all. Alexstrasza. Please, mortal, speak with Anachronist, Tublin, and Dalaran. Be able to negotiate with the Sunreavers for access to the book. Okay. Go to Dalaran. What quest do you have then?
I am honored.
Assault on the Sanctum.
Till next we meet.
The material is transferred within the Ruby Sanctum beneath the temple. The sanctum is in ruins and its guardians violently slain. So it's scouts to investigate, but they have not returned. Help but fear the worst. Enter the Ruby Sanctum and discover what has befallen the home of my flight. So with more information, we can plan our next steps accordingly. This seems... it should be new. I don't think this existed previously. Or we would have gotten it on our sweep of everything that existed in Northrend.
Good luck, friend.
That's interesting. Can't do everything here, though. Let me go to Dalaran. And this would be the time where we would use the Hearthstone to go to Dalaran, and then have the ability to go through every single portal to every place in the entire game. No longer the case. It's have to fly to the city in the sky. Here's the Silver Enclave, and all the not portals. Sigh. Up here. Up here? Somewhere. West. It's up higher than that, at least. Maybe it's in the other room over. Now it's down. Yep. Got different connections and stuff here. Up through here? Yes. I'm in the wrong spot again. Where's this guy? Quest markers. In here. There we go. Right next to all this stuff. What a magical guy. Well, anyways.
Can I assist you? Be careful.
We can't let that book remain in Sunweaver hands. If we hope to identify the sword and use it to our advantage, we have to find a way to capture the book Crassus lent them. Okay.
Till next we meet.
My contacts in the underbelly caught sight of a Sunweaver agent buying reagents from a dealer in the black market area. Sunweavers normally aren't known for their interest in what goes on down in the sewers. That's a big indication that they're planning something. Head into the underbelly, find this Sunweaver agent, and take care of him. Search the body for any information that might give us a lead on the location of that tome from Wormrest. We can't let them get it back to Iceground first. I think the Sunweaver orders.
Good luck, friend.
How noteworthy. Maybe I'll just be out here. Get into the underground. Good spot. Walking mounts only. Ooh. There's weird systems here. Underbelly. Over the other side here. We'll go over there. Secret spots. The underbelly. And to find the guy to fight him. Fight him? Somebody for agent. Okay. So what we're gonna do here is jump on in. No path available. Come on. I disagree. Never run us out of the sewer. Silver Covenant thug. Fishing the wrong way. Rude. You dead. You alright with that? Should be. Sort of orders. Read them. You must meet with Magister Hatherell, said the filthy animal. Entrust you with a book that is beyond value. Be discreet in your movements and guard this book with your life. Deliver it to Herian Sunblaze at Quillar's Rest with all haste. Alright. Now we know what we need to get. Where we need to go and all that. We will go turn in the information first here. Obviously. Oh. Do you think it would skip with your life? Yes. Very easily. Rude. Rude. Fly through the window here.
Greetings. Be careful.
Find anything of use on the agent? Yep.
Till next we meet.
Yes. Timlin examines the captured orders. The agent you intercepted was supposed to transport the Wormrest tome to Iceground after meeting with one Magister Hatherell in Sunweaver's Sanctuary. We have to get that book, Eric Erickson. This is our chance. It's not going to be easy, though. Oh boy.
Good luck, friend.
Being inside the Sunweaver Sanctuary will be tougher than it appears. Only those who possess Sunweaver tabards are permitted entry to a sanctuary. If we get our hands on one, a simple enchant will do the rest of the work. On the balcony above Threads of Fate, you'll find Shandy Glossgleam. I've helped him a few times in the past, so he owes me a favor. He handles laundry for a wide variety of people in the city. Maybe he can find a way to lend you a tabard for a while. To empower tabard from Shandy Glossgleam above the Threads of Fate.
Till next we meet.
Yeah. Quickly exit. Threads of Fate. One of the shops here. Look around for the quest icon, I suppose. Oh, it might not exist here. Balcony above Threads of Fate. Inside, I suppose. Alright. Or not. Under the quest marker. Wait, jump over. Just Threads of Fate. This is Arsenal Absolute. I got. Oh. That is the daily dungeon quest. And it's the same thing. Not what we're looking for. Balcony above Threads of Fate. Could look for actually names. So textiles, leathers, prospecting. Okay. Wonderworks. There's Threads of Fate. Balcony. Here we go. Pants, shirt, water buckets. Anachronist and Shandy Gloss Clean. Are you surprised to see me here? Everyone needs clean laundry. What better way to do it than with your own water elemental? Simply bring your laundry, pay a nominal fee. Before you know it, everything will be fresh and clean. Anachronist Timelin said you might be able to lend me a certain tavern. You're in luck. Got just what you need in the load I'm about to wash. See that pile of laundry and bucket of water? I'll call out what I need next and put it in the tub. Ready? Okay. Toss some pants in the tub. Pants. Clean and tidy. Pants are going. Tub needs more water. Water bucket. This can hardly keep up. Laundry. Definitely what we expected to be doing when we got a magical sword hilt. Unmentionable have been mentioned. The laundry just flies away. That's good delivery service, I suppose. Wild stuff out here. Okay. And some shirts. No, what that stain was. My goodness. And more shirts. That's how it's done. It just flies away. Wild. Alright. More water. How many sections is there going to be of this? We will see. Stuff just flies away. Up into the sky. Sitting close so high, you didn't had to see the look on his Sunreader's face when he found his pants in the fountain. See how easy that is and everyone working together. Just take what we need from the clean laundry here. Don't forget to return it when you're finished. Borrowed tabard. Hi.
Hello. Good luck, friend.
Was Shandy able to help you get a Sunreaver tabard? Yep.
Be careful.
I knew Shandy would find a way to come through for us. Let me get this enchanted and ready for you to use. The sooner you get done with the tabard, the sooner we can get it back to Shandy, the better the chances that its owner will never have missed it.
Good luck, friend.
I'm meeting with the Magister. Place the enchantment on the tabard should allow you to slip past the Sunreaver Sanctuary's defenses for a short period of time. You should have enough time to find your way into the filthy animal and meet up with the Sunreaver contact there, one Magister Hatherell. Get a copy of the ancient Dragonforged blades that his men borrowed from Wormrest while your disguise holds, and return it to me.
Be careful.
Ooh, we're already disguised. How fancy we are. Our weapons, which we can actually hold. Very tall. Very fancy. We're in Enchanted Stone Tavern. This guy's only works in Dalaran. So I'm gonna just jump out the window here. Can we mount this guy's on? Looks like yes. Works for me. Sunriver Sanctuary over here. There's a barbershop. Close. Alright. This is... Why is that? It's like further back behind here. We need to go through past the gates here. Sunriver Sanctuary. Sanctuary. This is their area. The portals used to be around here. Never been in here before. They didn't let me pass the gates. Here we are. This is the filthy animal. We've got some animals. I want to antagonize anyone here. The Magister. Here he is.
We will persevere.
At last, you're here. We have to get this tome to Iceground as quickly as we can. Ready to deliver the tome, Magister. Athrel.
Stay the course.
You're late, courier. No, I don't want any excuses. The errand is far too important. Here's the tome our representative brought from Wormrest. Get this to Hans Sunblaze immediately. Oh yeah, totally. Watch your back, courier. I need to remind you of the value of that book, or the fact that the Silver Covenant will stop at nothing to take it from us. Ah, you don't say. You don't say. Ancient Dragonforged Blades. Let's read it. Rare indeed are the prismatic blades, forged by the combined will of the 5 dragonflights. Among the greatest of these blades were the sister swords of Quell Sarar and Quell Dalar. In her wisdom, the Dragon Queen Alexstrasza gifted one of the blades to each of the elven peoples of Azeroth. Quell Sarar was to be born by a valiant Kaldorei warrior, while Quell Dalar was entrusted to a Quel'Dorei champion. Each blade transformed in the hands of its wielder, molding its magic to its master's strengths. Well, that sounds like a very fancy sword, which we apparently found the hilt of, if all this information is to be believed.
Till next we meet.
Recover that book? Yep.
Be careful.
Excellent work. Now this is our hands. Let's get it to Countess Brightspear as soon as possible. Can't risk the book falling back into Sunriver hands. I'll ensure that Shady Glossgleam gets his tabard back without incident, and with a healthy reward for his help.
Good luck.
Alright. Turn to Calidus Brightspear. Give this book to Calidus Brightspear immediately. Would you bring it to him? Can't rely on anyone else to transport the book. You've proven adept at keeping the Sunreavers at bay. Take it with you to Quel'Dar's Rest, south of the Argent Tournament Grounds in Iceground. Calidus and the sword will be waiting. The sooner we can identify the blade, the sooner we can claim it.
Till next we meet.
How neat. Alright. So we need to go to same place again. Look at here. It's up this way. We'll sweep around for archaeology stuff afterwards. Let's try to go get this done here. Should be good. Nice easy trip over here. What do we think? Expecting your return. What's kept you? Oh, a whole bunch of stuff.
Be careful.
Calidus accepts the heavy book and begins leafing through it. I knew the symbols on the blade were familiar. The weapon was most certainly forged by the dragons and gifted to one of the immortal races. Which blade is this, and how did it come to rest in Iceground?
Till next we meet.
Good questions. This is a very loud sword.
I knew this was a dragon-forged blade when I first laid eyes on it.
Blood Queen of the Shadow.
Can it be? Is this really...
Quel'Dalar.
You're not welcome here, minion of the Lich King. Quiet, fools. Wish to kill you, you'd already be dead.
As Quell Sarar was forged by the dragons and given to the Kaldori, its twin, Quel'Dalar, was given to my people. The king bestowed the blade upon my friend, the Lorien Dawnseeker. But even Thalorian skill and Quel'Dalar's magic could not save Silver Moon from the might of the Scourge. Thalorian fell before the gates of the Sunwell, buying time for others to escape. After the battle, I recovered the sword from the field. I bore it to Northrend in the service of my prince, seeking to avenge our people's defeat. Arthas shattered our forces, and took the most powerful of us into his service as the Sanlane. My memories of Thalorian went cold, and so did his blade. It was I who brought Quel'Dalar here, to return it to its makers. In breaking the weapon, so did I break its power. Quel'Dalar will never serve another.
Huh. Wild. So this is the sword. It's broken. Potentially forever. I vow that the Silver Covenant will see Quel'Dalar restored. Got the competing faction right over there. We will see. Can I allow Quel'Dalar to remain broken and disgraced? Take the remnants of the sword, along with the battered hilt you discovered, and venture into the Pit of Sauron within Icecrown Citadel. In the pit, the Lich King uses slaves to mine, process, and transform Saronite ore. This infused Saronite is what we will use to rebuild Quel'Dalar. Let's gather bars of infused Saronite, capture the Forge Master's hammer, bring them to the Forge Master's anvil, and reforge the sword. 5 infused Saronite bars of Forge Master's hammer in the pit. Huh. This is within Icecrown Citadel, the Pit of Sauron.
Good luck, friend.
We've got the pieces. This will be also took that part or something. We're just getting the pieces. Reforging the sword. Okay. Icecrown Citadel, right over here. Okay. Slight obvious problem. The Pit of Sauron is a dungeon. That is interesting. Look at the group finder here. We can technically go for the Pit of Sauron 80, but nothing lower level than this apparently. Cataclysm King normal, Cataclysm normal, Cataclysm heroic. Where's Wrath of Lich King heroic? And alpha and beta. Random Cataclysm dungeon, random Cataclysm heroic, specific dungeons. Groups, dungeons. Let's start a group. Start a group. Titan Rune. There's some stuff. More options. I'll look at all these things. Titan Rune Gamma, Titan Rune Gamma, Titan Rune Gamma. This is Lich King Dungeons. More options. I'm just gonna just go in there directly. Pit of Sauron. Normal. Then we have to find them through the pre-made group section though. Odd. Let's take a look in here. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Going in solo? We're a bit stronger, but I don't know if we are strong enough to take on the Pit of Sauron. How strong are guys here? 161,000 health, so about twice as much health as we have. They just jump in here with all these other guys.
Intruders have entered the Master's domain.
I got the story stuff going here too.
Fodder. Not even fit to labor in a quarry.
We don't get their help though.
These
They just
final
hang out.
moments, for soon you will be nothing more than mindless
Heroes of the
undead.
Alliance, attack!
There they go. And they're dead.
Your last waking memory will be of agonizing pain.
And there they go. Yeah. They're dead. My goodness. And now they're undead.
Destroy these interlopers.
Oh, here they come. And they're
I do what I
even more
must.
dead.
Please forgive me, noble soldiers.
Blah.
You will have to make your way across this quarry on your own.
Yeah, I know. What is this?
Free any Alliance slaves that you come across. We will most certainly need their assistance in battling Tyrannus. I will gather reinforcements and join you on the other side of the quarry.
I think we did this challenge mode duo. Now we are all on our own. Let's see what we can do here. See if we can even fight one guy. Shadow Bolt. Interrupt that. Bonus damage. Swing around. We're definitely doing plenty of damage. No Shadow Bolt for you. Bonus slam. Why is this doing no damage to us? Our defense is just that good. No Shadow Bolt. Now we can definitely fight people. Now the question is, where do we get the things that we need here? And also, can we fight the bosses? Another good question. Off to a good start, though. I think if we're going to try to be tackling a dungeon solo, we might need to wait for next time. Goodbye.